This is ABC 7 News at 11.
Oh, you can't talk about love and Valentine's Day without talking about chocolate. Most people think of wine or champagne as the perfect combination for chocolate, but what about beer?
That's right, beer is not just for pretzels. Joining us with some examples of perfect beer and chocolate pairings, Anthony Norcus with Lincolnwood-based beer distributor Louis Glunz. Thank you, welcome.
Thanks for
coming
having
in, so nice to have you. So you're teaming up with Fox and Obel, and you guys are having a beer and chocolate tasting event, right? So
Yes.
Tell us all about that.
A pairing event this Saturday for the customers in store, and I'm going to be there to demonstrate how these beers work together with the chocolates really well.
What is it about the flavor in beer that makes it work with chocolate?
We share the same language when we're talking about the flavors, like caramel, toffee, nutty, fruity. So you find these flavors in both beer and chocolate, so they're a great pair, the perfect couple as we call it.
Okay, now we start with what you call the 3 C's when it comes to beer pairing, right? And what are they?
Yeah, they are cut, which refers to the acidity or the carbonation in beer that cuts through the rich creaminess of chocolate.
Okay.
Complement, where you find similar flavors in both products to accentuate one another, or contrasting flavors that work well together, like sweet and bitter, to create a new
So what are we
sensation.
starting with here?
Tell us.
The first one is from New Holland Brewing Company in Michigan. It's the Poet Oatmeal Stout. Now this one uses actual oats in the brewing process for a nice creamy texture, but also has hints of roastiness and a hint of chocolate as well that goes really well with a variety of fine chocolates like the heart-shaped box here.
Okay, so it goes with all kinds of chocolates,
Yeah,
not necessarily
it's
dark
kind of the
or
perfect
milk
accompaniment to any chocolate dessert. And,
Okay, and again, the name of that one is?
New Holland Brewing Company Oatmeal Stout Poet.
Okay, next.
Next one is the Vanilla Porter from the Breckenridge Brewing Company in Colorado. This one actually uses real vanilla beans in the brewing, so it's kind of sweet, and it's often been described as a vanilla kiss in a rich, dark sea of chocolate and roasted nut
I'm not
flavors.
tasting, I'm smelling.
Oh. And this one goes really well with dark chocolate. It's good quality dark chocolate or English toffee.
Right at the end.
Because the contrasting flavors of the bitter chocolate and the sweet beer just work really well together.
Okay.
All right.
The next one here from North Coast Brewing in California is the Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. Now this is a big, robust, kind of roasty beer.
Yeah, it's really
almost
dark.
has a hint of
Smell,
like dry cocoa powder flavor and a warming finish that goes really well with chocolate-covered pecan or almond clusters like we see here, because the nuts and the roasted barley accentuate one another.
Okay.
Okay. You're looking at me a little puzzled, but
We'll
try them later. We'll try them later.
Thinking about this.
This
All right.
one,
The next one is
pretty
Chimay.
bottle.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful bottle.
Beautiful.
This is lighter.
Yeah, this is a Chimay Blue from the Scormont Abbey in Belgium. This is a rich, dark brown ale with a balance of flavors of caramel and spice, a hint of fruitiness, and a touch of rose bouquet on the nose. And this goes really well with chocolate-covered fruits. The sweetness of the fruits are kind of a contrasting flavor to the spice in the beer, but the caramel in the beer like brings it all back together.
Okay.
All right. And then?
The last one here is the Duché de Bourgogne from the Verheeg Brewery in Belgium. Now this is a complex Belgian red ale with flavors of dark fruit, spice, chocolate, and has a nice tart, dry finish that cuts through the richness of something like peanut butter truffles or vanilla buttercream, but also those flavors in the chocolate bring it back to the chocolate and chocolate flavors you find in the beer.
Say the name of it again.
The Duché de Bourgogne.
Oh, say it again.
And I noticed that the chocolates you have are
Like the
milk,
sound.
not dark.
Right.
Yes, yes, and the different beers go with different types of chocolate, white, dark, milk, and then the other accompaniments that come in them, like the fruit or the nuts or the toffee.
Well, I am a firm believer that chocolate goes with everything. Don't you think,
I
Linda?
agree with you. I agree with you totally.
I believe so as well.
Okay,
great.
But this
Thank
is
you.
interesting. All right, so once again, if you are interested in it, the chocolate and the beer pairing seminar takes place Saturday from 1 until 3 in the afternoon. It's at the Fox and Obel Food Market at 401 East Illinois Street in Chicago. If you'd like more information about that seminar or maybe a recap of all these pairings that we talked about today, go to our website. They're listed there at abc7chicago.com.
Sounds like fun. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.